Why going against yourself is a bad idea. Lessons from Stoicism. Have you ever felt like you're fighting an invisible enemy? Like you're trying to silence that inner voice whispering, "This isn't you." We live in a world that constantly tells us to push ourselves, break limits, step out of our comfort zone. And yes, that's important for growth. But here's the twist. Sometimes fighting yourself isn't growth at all. It's self-destruction. Today we'll dig into this idea with the help of ancient Stoic wisdom and explore why going against your own nature can be not only useless, but dangerous. And more importantly, how to find the fine line where self-discipline turns into self-denial. Point 1. Ignoring your true values. Imagine you've got an inner compass that always points to what really matters to you, your values. Not society's expectations, not your parents' hopes, not trends on social media, but the core beliefs that make you who you are. When we go against ourselves, we often ignore this compass. We choose a path that looks right in the eyes of others, but clashes with our own truth. The Stoics taught that a happy life comes from living in harmony with nature, not just the world around us, but our own nature, our rational essence. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your values are part of that reaction. Ignore them, and you create inner conflict. You lose harmony. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself, always ask yourself, why am I doing this? If your answer doesn't match your true values, you're basically shadowboxing with yourself. Point 2. Draining your energy and burning out. Fighting yourself day after day is exhausting. Forcing yourself into things that don't fit your strengths, your passions, or even your physical limits is like running a marathon on a broken leg. The result? Chronic fatigue, apathy, burnout. The Stoics were deeply aware of our limited energy and time. Seneca said, "Time is the one thing we truly own." Wasting that time and energy fighting your own nature is like pouring water into a cracked pot. It just leaks away. Their key insight was simple. Know what's in your control and what's not. Thoughts, actions, choices, yours. Circumstances, other people's opinions, not yours. Fighting yourself over things you can't change or things that are your true nature just burns fuel you'll need for what actually matters. Point 3. Losing authenticity and falling into self-deception. When you're always trying to be someone else, you start wearing a mask. At first, it's just for show, but over time, you forget what your own face even looks like. You lose authenticity. Worse, you start lying to yourself. For the Stoics, self-honesty was sacred. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "What's inside you shapes the outside." Distorting that truth is distorting your whole life. Self-deception was, to them, one of the worst barriers to virtue and peace of mind. Authenticity isn't selfishness, it's clarity. It's knowing your strengths and limits and choosing to act from that truth. When you fight yourself, you break that clarity, and it always leads to pain. Point 4. Missing out on real growth. At first, going against yourself might sound like growth, but if it means killing off your natural talents, passions, and inclinations just to fit into a box, that's not growth, that's stagnation. The Stoics believed every person has a unique potential. True improvement comes from using your natural gifts wisely, not denying them. Seneca wrote, "Life is long enough if you know how to use it well." That includes using your energy and talents where they actually belong. When you waste time trying to become what you're not, you not only lose years, you lose the chance to become who you could be. Conclusion. So blind self-overcoming, pushing against your own nature, usually leads to exhaustion, inauthenticity, and wasted potential. Stoicism doesn't tell us to avoid challenge, it tells us to choose our battles wisely. The key is discernment. Ask yourself, is this resistance I'm feeling the voice of fear and laziness, or is it my deeper self saying, this isn't the way? Accept the parts of you that are unchangeable. Work with your strengths and direct your willpower to the things truly in your control, your choices, your perspective, your actions. True Stoic strength isn't breaking yourself, it's understanding yourself. It's living in harmony with your nature while steadily sharpening your character. So don't be your own enemy, be your own ally. Have you ever gone against yourself and regretted it, or followed your inner compass and found success? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this message resonates with you, hit like, subscribe, and join me next time as we keep exploring wisdom for modern life.